Shake alert worked. Did you get it? Tonight, the lessons learned from last night's 4.4 earthquake in the North Bay and a look ahead to when the so-called big one might finally hit. How much of a warning, if any, will we get? NBC Bay Area's Terry McSweeney has more from Santa Rosa.
A hair-raising moment in Santa Rosa last night at 6:39 p.m. as a 4.4 earthquake hit, followed 1 minute later by a 3.9 aftershock. Lots of cleanup in Santa Rosa, and all this from a small earthquake. This evening, the U.S. Geological Survey issuing a somber reminder that the next quake could be much larger and do serious, extensive, and widespread damage.
And actually, if we look at the San Francisco Bay Area in general, the probability of a magnitude 6.7 earthquake in the next 30 years is actually 72%. So it's more likely than not.
That's based on seismometers and historical records of earthquakes, as well as studies of their faults.
Well, basically, we think that the past is a good hint to the future.
A more immediate earthquake notification came from California's early warning alert, which last night notified 400,000 people of the quakes, mostly through Google and Android devices. iPhone users could get the alert from the MyShake app.
The California Earthquake Early Warning System, the country's first publicly available system, delivered.
People closest to the epicenter may have gotten the alert during or right after the quake hit. Not much help there, but people farther away had time to respond. Vallejo received an 11-second heads up. Oakland, 19 seconds.
And we've received a lot of reports about people being able to take protective action, such as drop covering and hold on.
The state's earthquake warning technology is a work in progress. It is hoped someday that the same technology can provide automatic shutoff for water and gas at your home and a restart of elevators at commercial buildings. In Santa Rosa, Terry McSweeney, NBC Bay Area News.
Very interesting, Terry. Thank you. Here's something also useful. We just launched an earthquake tracker. It records every quake in the Bay Area right after it happens. Just go to NBCBayArea.com/quake tracker and bookmark it.
This is the biggest one we felt yet. This is definitely the biggest one we felt yet.
现在是怕说，刚才桥上有车子啊。
Tonight, Puerto Rico is bracing for impact. La Isla del Encanto, the island of enchantment, hit by wind and rising waves, expecting flash flooding and mudslides as Tropical Storm Fiona charges forward, now barreling across the Leeward Islands. It could become a hurricane here by tomorrow. So you're scared?
I would say yes.
Tonight, the race is on to fill gas tanks as officials in some towns warn residents to evacuate. Others stocking up on food. Across the island, grocery store parking lots are packed and shopping carts are full of people getting supplies to help weather this storm. Shoppers on edge as Fiona comes closer. Leanne here tells me she is, of course, worried. She lives close to the beach where there's always flooding, and after Hurricane Maria, there's always a little bit of extra fear. That fear, well-founded after Maria and Hurricane Irma ravaged the island's fragile power grid. Proof of that unpredictability today when the lights went out during the governor's press conference. And now, his dire warning tonight saying,
Así que no debemos subestimar.
We should not underestimate this storm. The port of San Juan, one of the busiest in the world for cruise ships, now closed. And tourists like Jonathan Vega here from Rhode Island staying put in his hotel.
The hotel is pretty safe. They've assured that even if they lose power, the hotel is still going to be functioning.
And George, this storm hitting almost 5 years to the day after Hurricane Maria devastated the island.
Yeah, that's right, Jose. And many here in Puerto Rico say they've learned a lot since then, particularly when it comes to storm prep. The growing intensity of this storm has many on edge tonight.
Typhoon Nanmadol has created havoc in southern island of Kyushu. Authorities have asked nearly 3 million residents to evacuate. Over 25,000 households in the region are without power. Train services, flights and ferries have also been cancelled. Japan's meteorological agency has issued a rare special warning. The U.S. Navy's Joint Typhoon Warning Center classified Typhoon Nanmadol as a super typhoon. The term is used when a typhoon reaches a wind speed of 240 kilometers per hour. Typhoon Nanmadol made landfall with a wind speed of 252 kilometers per hour. The Meteorological Office also warned that Kyushu is at risk from high winds, storms and torrential rain. There is added danger of rivers overflowing and landslides as well. Ryuta Kurora, head of the Japan's Meteorological Agency Forecast Unit, said, and I'm quoting, "The southern part of the Kyushu region may see the sort of violent wind, high waves and high tides that have never been experienced before." End of that quote. Japan is currently in typhoon season and faces around 20 such storms every year. This is the 14th typhoon of the season. Scientists say climate change is increasing the severity of storms and causing extreme weather conditions.